Hey guys, just doing a quick video here because I'm in the middle of adding something. You'll see that I just, at the top here, PC8801, Quasi88 emulator, I was able to add. It won't build through the RetroPie menu. I was able to use the libretro core and put it in manually myself, so I have to, obviously, add it myself. So there's some steps here, and I wanted to show you because people have been asking for help, and plus it'll be useful, and I can explain multiple things at once. First thing is always have a backup of your ES system configuration folder, or config file I should say. Secondly, when you add it, you have to make sure it follows that exact format. And you can see from other ones below it how to do it, so that's not really too difficult. Now, that being said, once you've got that set up and got it set in, you've got to make sure you select the type of ROMs it's going to use, and you have to know that ahead of time, which, it works for the emulator. Now, if you're using an eMMC and doing your games on your SD card, like I do, you'll notice that it says Media Tinker ROMs instead of Home Tinker RetroPie ROMs, which is because it's on the SD card. If you're doing this, you want to use Notepad++ and highlight Home Tinker RetroPie ROMs, Control F, and go to Replace All. It will switch every one of them at once instead of you having to do it manually. Also, you want to make sure that you select the entire thing, Home Tinker RetroPie ROMs, because if you just select Home Tinker and try to do it that way, what'll end up happening is that you'll find that your RetroPie menu also gets changed. That's the one thing that you do not want to change, because then none of your stuff inside of ES will work. When you go to try to say use RetroPie menu, the scripts for the theme builders and stuff like that, that won't work anymore. So you want your RetroPie to say Home Tinker RetroPie menu. Everything else can say Media Tinker ROMs if you're doing it off of your SD card via eMMC. If not, just leave it alone. It's either going to be on your internal or it's going to be on your flash drive. You guys already know that. I'm going to close out of here. Now, the next part of this to keep in mind. So after you add that to your config, you're not done. You want to go to opt, RetroPie, and you're going to need, obviously you need to add the cores into libretro into the folder. So I got Aladdin Steve here for the Aladdin game enhancement deck. I've got Daphne in here, but it's not working yet, so don't get too excited. I'm still working on it. I've added Final Burn Neo, and we'll be removing Final Burn Alpha. There's Flycast, the new libretro tongue-tied Dreamcast emulator. So anyways, you have to make sure that you add the core in here. And then that's not it either. You need to also go into configs. You need to add the configs for this. So what I just did was PC88. I did PC99 yesterday, PC88. You want to make sure in here that you've got your core, so LR Quasi 88 equals. You can copy and paste this from another config, by the way. The opt RetroPie emulator is this whole big long blurb. You can copy and paste it. Just make sure that you change the folder after libretro cores and the name of the core afterwards. Otherwise it won't load properly and it will have no idea what to do. So that's that. Once you've got your config done, RetroArt config is pretty standard. Once you've got the config done, once you've got the ES systems done, and once you've got the core added, then you can go back and add your ROMs, which will go to Media Tinker, in my case anyway. Media Tinker ROMs. I've already gone ahead and added a couple, and you want to make sure you add the BIOS too. So I've gone ahead and added a couple. The reason why I was so gung-ho on PC88 is because it's got a special release of Mario Brothers for it that's different from the regular NES release. So once all that is done, at that point then you've successfully added the system. And keeping in mind you have to do this one by one for each system, which is why it's taking me days and days to add all these. So anyways, there you go. Hopefully that'll make some people's lives easier. I'm going to try to start doing more tutorial videos. I'm not really big on it. Just, it's not because I don't really like to make the videos so much as that, I don't know, I find that it reaches more people if I just put it in text format on the website. Then you don't have to go searching through the videos in the Facebook group. You don't have to look for where I've posted it. You can just go to the website and find it. And also I tend to get tongue-tied sometimes because I'm a pothead. That's just going to happen. So anyway, there's all that. I'm going to make another video in a moment showing what's going on here because I've added some new stuff. And you'll see the emulator pop up in the menu in the next video. Thanks for watching. And to see who's actually watching to the end, if you don't want to wait for the next ROTT release and you would like me to put all these files that I've been working on into a zip and post it so you can add them yourself and start adding your own ROMs, inbox me or comment below. Yeah, anyways, take care.